Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Azure with Pratik. So today we are going to learn how to use metadata activity in Azure Data Factory. So what is the get meta activity? So metadata itself it defines is the information about data. So you will get so what is the concept about. So with get meta activity, so we can fetch the kind of metadata information like values, item types, item size, child items, then their size when they created the last modified date. Okay, so it kind of information the get meta activity we can fetch from our file folder. So get meta activity can be used to retrieve the metadata of any type of file, folder, or relational database in Azure Data Factory. Okay, so the following metadata types can be specified in the field list property. So these are the below are the properties, different kind of like item name, item type, size, created file, the last modified file, child items, then content, structure, column count, exist. So it is kind of various properties are there. So which helps to get the information about the file. Okay. So now we are jumping to AWS Data Factory. Okay. So these are uh, the old ones. So I'm deleting the resources. So I'm creating the new one. Okay. So before that, you can check here. So there is a storage container in which folder one is there, folder one container. So there is a two files of CSV files. So we have to fetch this information about CSV files like modified date at what kind of file is there. Okay, so we will fetch using the get meta activity. Okay, so I'm going to wait. So there is a no pipeline, so I'm going to create a one pipeline here. Here I'm getting the get meta activity. Okay, so get meta activity, this activity is actually pointer a data set. Okay, so what kind of data we are using? So I'm creating a new data set. So our file is reside in data lake. So there are CSV file format, then DS input. I'm giving the name. Then we have to choose the link services. So this is already created. So here we have to choose the container. Okay, so the folder work container and this file are present here. So I'm going to choose here. So we don't want to import schema. So I'm going to say okay. Okay, so you can see here our dataset are selected. Okay, so you can check here the file path kind of values. So now in that I'm going to, you can see here there is a field list in activity. So in field list there is kind of various kind of properties are there. So here you can see like child items, exist, item name, item type, last modified name. So I'm going to select the child items. Okay, so before that I'm going to show the what is the flow of we are actually doing. So first of all we are using the metadata activity, get metadata. Okay, so this activity will actually point to a folder. Okay, so this will point to a folder. After that it will fetch the child information about child info, like child items. It will fetch all the files are present in that folder, like ABC CSV, then EFG CSV. Okay, so after that that is the first step. Okay, after that I am creating the for each loop. The for each loop will the for each loop then uh, iterate to all files. Okay, the for each loop will fetch all the details of the files with every kind of file there are present in this that folder. Okay, and it will fetch the information info like item type, then item name. Okay, so this is the first step. I'm getting the information from folder to child items, then I'm uh, connecting this metadata activity in a for each loop, and this in each for each loop I am also using again the get metadata activity. Okay, so this metadata activity will fetch the each item type and each item name. Okay, so we will fetch this value. Okay, so so we have already created first step, get meta activity folder child item. So now we are going to uh, see how the for each loop for second. So I'm going to use for each loop. Okay, so we have to connect this for each loop to this get meta activity for each loop. Okay, so for each loop is connected, then we have to go to directly setting. Then there is a item property in which the property should be parameterized. Here you can see. Okay, so we'll select the output of get metadata activity. Okay, which is previously we created, and here we are going to write the child item. So this activity will fetch in the for each loop and will take the child item names. Okay, we have selected it. Then in this activity we are going to add one more get metadata activity. Okay, so this metadata activity actually iterate through all the files, and it will take the information from the all files. Okay, one by one. So we have the two files, so it will take it will run two times, and it will take the information. So because before that we have to select the settings. Okay, so there is we have to set new data sets. Then ds file names, then you have to select the previous link service. Then again we have to choose the folder, same folder as previously. Okay. Okay, so dataset is selected, so we have to just open. Then here you can see there is a folder is there, but we have to fetch the file names. Okay, so for each file we have to fetch the all file names. So for that we are going to do a parameter for file name we are passing. Okay, so we have created a file name, and we are selecting this file name parameter in here. Okay, this is file name. Okay, so okay, so this file name we have to pass in this get meta activity. So we have to select the item dot name. Okay, so name is the property where you will get the item dot name value for each file. Like there is abc dot csv, then you will get abc dot csv, afj dot csv. Okay, so you will get this info. So inside this second one get meta activity, so we want this field list in like, so we want the item type name. Okay, so here we can select. Mm, so we are going to select what kind of item name is their file name. Then second one is we want to fetch okay item type, and also we are going to select last modified date also. Okay, okay, so last modified date. So our inner get method activity is ready. Okay, so I'll give rename for uh, file info. Okay. So after that, you can see here the the first outer get meta activity. Here we are choosing the child name. Okay. So all is ready. So first of all, we have to just publish it. Hmm. So this pipeline, it will run first. It will first the run the get meta activity. So it will take the all the file names, child items in that folder Azure Data Lake, like CSV files. After that, it will iterate for each loop, and for each loop, we are using the another get meta activity to iterate it through that files and take the file names, file item type, the last modified date. Okay. So I'm going to debug. So our pipeline is running. So here you can see that it is succeeded. The first one, get metadata one. Okay. So here you can check there will be two files. The child items we are retrieved abc.csv file, and second one afg.csv. Okay. After that, the for each loop will be executed. Okay, like this one. You can see here the for each loop are executed. Okay. So the inside get metadata activity will also run, and you will get the output like okay, here you can see the item name is fetched, then item time is fetched, last modified date is retrieved. So our pipeline is successfully run, and we got the information about here. The second one also is abc.csv. Here you can see the abc.csv modified date 28/7 28/7. Okay. So this is the procedure how to use the get metadata activity. So it is a very useful in Azure projects. Okay, in pipelines. So if you like the video, you can share, you can subscribe, you can like. Thank you.